Welcome to your geography class. I am your geography teacher Sukhdeep Kaur. Today we are going to finally complete our chapter number 5 discussion. So let's begin our today's class without any delay with the topic conservation of both vegetation and wildlife. So let's see what exactly we are talking about. So over here, while looking at this image, you must be wondering, we are certainly going to talk about the animals. Let's see. So every species, now only species is mentioned. Neither of the words are there, neither the vegetation nor the wildlife. So we are just talking about species. So every species has a role to play in the ecosystem, no matter we are talking about vegetation or the wildlife. So hence conservation becomes essential, very important. But ecosystem has been disturbed, although on majority basis responsible factors are the humans itself. Reason: excessive exploitation of plants and animal resources by human beings. Told you and have already told you, if we are talking about species, we are talking about both of them, but we are not emphasizing on to either of them. About 1300 plant species are endangered and about 20 plant species are extinct already from India subcontinent. A few animal species are also endangered, likewise Asiatic lion, and some animals have become extinct already. Likewise, vultures are not seen in that common part. Factors responsible for the imbalance. So, hunting by greedy hunters for commercial purposes, for the selling part, and it can be any body part of the animals. It can be the skin of the lion, tiger, can be of leopard, can be of fox, trunks and teeth of the elephants. So likewise, there can be various body parts, organs of the animals that are sold for the commercial purposes. So this is also the major threat to the nature. Pollution is also one of the prominent factors that affects the imbalance within the ecosystem. So pollution due to chemical and industrial waste, acid deposits, introduction of alien species that does not belong to the India mainland. They have been introduced within India or they have come to India from outside India. We are talking about any part of the world. So they have not come on their own. Either or factors are responsible. Then reckless frequent cutting of forests, that what calls for deforestation, to bring land under the cultivation and habitation for the agriculture to meet the demand of the growing population, along with the habitation part of the growing population for the residential part of the growing population. So, few steps are taken by the government to protect the flora and fauna of the India subcontinent. For example, biosphere reserves has been created by the government. Some projects has been started by the government, not from now, since the recent past, or we can talk about few decades back as well, just to control or to take care of the conservation part of the flora and fauna. Then some financial and technical assistance has been taken to do such kind of things, and some of the regions are declared as protected areas, likewise Gir forest for an example. So these are the biosphere reserves. We are going to talk about 4 of these parts individually. So these are some 18 bio reserves. We do have their names: Sundarbans, Gulf of Mannar, Nilgiri, Nanda Devi, Nokrek, and we do have the further list as well. So in total we do have 18 bio reserves. It means the government has created for the conservation part of the flora and fauna, and 12 biosphere reserves. But still, out of those 18 or 19, how many were there? 18 were there. Na? So out of these 18 bioreserves or biosphere reserves, 12 are included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserve, and these are their names of 12 of these. So you have to go through them more than multiple times actually. More than multiple, it means uncountable time, until unless you are not going to learn their names particularly, because any kind of question can come while asking or while stating that which of them is not the part of, or which of them is the part of these 12 particular biosphere reserves. Talking about financial and technical assistance, so to many botanical gardens by the government since 1992. So there are certain botanical gardens that has been developed by the Indian government in India. Again, for the conservation part only, talking about the projects. So, Project Tiger, Project Rhino, Project Great Indian Bustard, and many eco-development programs has been introduced by the Indian government. And if you talk about these certain animals, so these are the particular aim for the projects started by the government to protect their species, to protect their total count. Lastly, protected areas. So, national parks has been established by the government. Wildlife sanctuaries have been established by the Indian government. So, the count of national park is 106 and the count of wildlife sanctuaries is 573. Along with zoological gardens are also established by the Indian government. And this is the map. It does come for your map work as well. So, over here you can see wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries and national parks are shown with the help of these particular symbols. So, these are spread all over India, and you can particularly see in the middle part of India, majority of the wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuary and national parks are established. Preserving the natural ecosystem is vital, very important for our survival, because we are one of the prime factors that is to be worst affected by the complete imbalance in the ecosystem. So, we have to stop indiscriminate environmental destruction immediately. We should not pollute the environment. We should stop deforestation. And in the name of development, whatever destruction is being done by the humankind, it should be stopped with the immediate effect. So, that was entirely about the discussion of today's topic, conservation, in the concern of chapter number 5. So, what we have discussed about the various conservation efforts started by the government. In the terms of, we have started, government has, as we are electing our representative, those are forming the government. So, if we are stating we to us, we are talking about the government as well. So, government has established some projects, sanctuaries, parks, along with the financial and technical assistance. So, let's discuss and sum up the chapter with the few MCQ parts. So, what is one major reason for the disturbance of the ecosystem? Excessive exploitation by the human beings of what? Of flora and fauna. How many biosphere reserves are included in the world network? So, altogether 12 bioreserves or biosphere reserves are there, but out of those, so altogether there are 18 bioreserves or biosphere reserves, but only 12 are included in the list. So, answer will be 12. Next is, what is the aim of Project Tiger? Of course, to conserve the habitat of tigers. So, that was all about today's class. It was short but the informative one. And this class comprises particularly important questions for your chapter number 5. It means the question of conservation of wildlife and vegetation can come. So, you can answer them easily. The notes are with you, and some MCQs for the example part is also discussed. So, that was all for today's class. See you soon with the exercise discussion. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.